AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Dallas Cowboys. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. This taken in right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They go play action here on first down. And incomplete to open things up. Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition is so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading remember the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Next to score, Colts 7, Cowboys 0.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. The Cowboys, it's 7-3 now on the year, and they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And the offense last week, they certainly have things humming, because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard. And it'll be second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
At the Colts 34-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This one swung out to Vaughn. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Pollard. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football.
Mustang 19.
They go play action with Richardson. Rolling to his right. That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Dragon 60. Ready.
From the shotgun, Richardson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Looking for Michael Mayer on the play. And now it's 3rd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Ready up.
Here's 2nd and 7.
19 tight. Dragon 60.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Pollard will take it up the gut. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Motion man right, that's Pierce. First down, and it's Pollard again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man, Pollard. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Pollard will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll set up a throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. They'll try to run with Pollard. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. This one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you plan on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
Here's 2nd and 10. Richardson to throw off play action. They'll roll him out right. Throw caught by Mayer. And outbounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. A give right side for Gibbs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the option, here's Gibbs. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
This 2nd and 4. Now Richardson is going to keep it running right. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Richardson back to throw it. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if he wants to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Ready? Brings up second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Play action. Now Richardson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one covers 29 yards. First down. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Richardson. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They'll look to throw again. Throw out wide is incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through with a stop.
Let's go now.
From the 43, here's second down and 5.
At the 43-yard line.
Richardson off the play fake. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he's got room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Another run for Gibbs here. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They'll run with Gibbs. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here at Arlington. Now Richardson going to shift things up. To throw is Richardson. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown Colts. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Terry. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
2nd and 5. That's complete to Pierce. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
That's another Cowboys.
Pollard gets it off the option. It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. And that's complete to his running back, Vaughn. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Escaping the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They still can't get it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. backed up in good situation. It didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Warriors 70. 79 Broncos. Ready?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Colts are right back in this football game. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and 2.
At the 2-yard line.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively.
Here we go.
3rd down and goal coming up here.
Broncos 80.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Colts are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Unlock line. Unlock line. Let's go.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 5-yard line.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Meanwhile, Richardson's and this throw brought in here by Mayer. And they work this out past the 25. And quickly they get to the line. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Richardson going to move him around.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Richardson looks to throw once more. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. And this time he's got the look up. It's complete. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Richardson working from the gun. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Mustang 19. Go.
Now it's Richardson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They'll try and run it with Gibbs. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. From the shotgun, Richardson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 3 yards out. And the Colts extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Richardson will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready? 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Slot. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great